only t-shirts and scissors. T-shirts and scissors, nothing else. Hi everyone, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. I am so excited to be back DIY, and we had to take a little break from the DIYs just to get back into my house, but we are back and better than ever. And on top of that, this is a no-sew tutorial. Yes, matter of fact, 3 no-sew t-shirt tutorials that you are absolutely gonna love. And I promise you, only t-shirts and scissors. T-shirts and scissors, nothing else. No glue, no, I don't know, whatever else. It's t-shirts and scissors, and it's going to be amazing. As a matter of fact, I like these 3 even better than the previous 3 that I did. If you guys missed that video, I do love those t-shirts. They're actual cutouts out of the t-shirts. We did simple sewing, so definitely go back and check those out. But today, it's all about the no-sew, and we're gonna do it in 3, 2, 1. All right, so first up is this white t-shirt. All of these t-shirts came out of my thrift stash. I didn't have to go thrifting specially for this. I just grabbed some t-shirts, and the reason I picked this one in particular is because it fit me. For this particular one, if you don't want to do any sewing, you definitely want it to fit you probably about as snug as possible. Of course, not tight, but you want it to fit, because once you cut it off on the side, you don't want the gaping on the side. So yes, that's why I picked this one. All right, so here's the white t-shirt. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and try it on. And I have it marked right at the bottom point. I just have a pinprick and like a little ballpoint because I didn't want to draw on it until I got it laid flat. But then I also mark up by the shoulder where I want it to go there, as well as on the neck. And I'm only going to do one side because I'm going to try to lay it flat and match it. So now that we have it laid flat, let's go ahead and try to match it. So I'm going to start from my little pinprick and go up to that side, out to this side, and this side goes down underneath the arm. I'm actually going to get a ruler because I want it to be pretty straight. So since we're doing no-sew, I'm not going to hem it, so I won't be leaving seam allowance. And I'm going to be very, very careful this time not to cut through the whole shirt like I keep doing when I'm not supposed to. And then I'm just going to freehand this one. All right, so we want to try to approximate the same thing on the other side. This is heat erasable marker, so if I mess up, I can erase it with the iron. All right, let's get our scissors and get some scissor action going. So here it is cut. I just cut along the lines that I had, and this is the thing. I don't know what the back of hers looks like. It looks to me like this part is there, of course, in the front because we can see it, but I think it's cut across here in the back and this portion is gone. But I'm gonna leave it for right now because then I can loop that t-shirt yarn around here and see what that looks like first, and then if I don't like it, then I can come back and cut this portion off. Right now, what I need is a little bit of t-shirt yarn, and I think I'm gonna try to cut it from the sleeves first, and then if it's not long enough, then I can go back and cut off a little bit of the bottom and crop it a bit. We'll see. And all t-shirt yarn is a strip of t-shirt, and all you do is stretch it. And the t-shirt naturally rolls up and just becomes a piece of kind of like yarn, which is why it's called t-shirt yarn. So we have our t-shirt, and I'm going to get a safety pin and loop that, pull it through the collar, what's left of the collar. And then I can take the pin out. And for right now, I'm just going to tie this loosely because I don't know exactly how much it wants to be tied, whether it wants to be tied tighter, looser, probably looser. But we're going to tie it loosely for right now until we get it on. And then once it's tied tightly, I can hide it in the back of the collar. All right, on to the next one. And hey, before we go to the next one, definitely make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. We have some super exciting and fun upcycles planned for this summer. So if you love summer upcycles, dresses, skirts, tops, flowy tops, sleeves, amazing dramatic sleeves, we have some amazing things planned for this summer. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. All right, on to the next one. So next up is this red t-shirt. This one, nothing special about it. It does fit me. You definitely want something that's not tight because you got to get a good wrap, but you don't have to have anything that's super big on you either. So it should just be your loose size, not fitted size, but just what you will wear casually. So here we have this shirt that we're going to make into this asymmetrical cut to the side type shirt. And this one is actually really simple. All you need is scissors. Well, with most of these, all you need is scissors, but it's just 2 or 3 cuts. We are simply going to cut it across here and down the side. We're gonna open up the side, and then we're gonna cut it across here and angle it down towards that side. If that makes sense, but it doesn't have to make sense because I'm gonna show you right now. Let's get to cutting. I might end up cutting it more on this side, but I'm not gonna cut it yet. All right, so last up is this super cool ringer tee. This also came out of my thrift stash. Love it, but I knew I wanted to do something to it. Now this one is slightly bigger than me. I didn't pick that for any reason in particular. It was just what I had. If you see the end result and you like how it fits, out to let you know it is 2 sizes too big for me, so it's an extra large. So this is more of an oversized fit for me, just for reference. Okay, so for this one, I am going to be marking right where I want the middle of the ruffle to hit, not where I want it to be cropped, where I want the middle of the ruffle to hit. Now, I don't have a fupa, but I have that other thing. I don't know what you call that thing. Spare tire? I don't know what that's called, but it's right here. And so I don't want to be under it because it's going to make that ruffle look weird. I don't want to be above it because it'll make me look pregnant. So I'm going to try and go right in the middle of it and see how that works. So I'm going to put the pin right there because it is very important to me where that goes. And I think that'll give me the best position for that ruffle to be, and try to, you know, like give some accentuation to the waist because I'm very up and down. So we're gonna see how that works. Okay, so I did go back and look at the inspiration pic and saw that it wasn't fitted, and I really do like this inspiration, so I am actually going to move my pin down a bit. You can see it here. So I'm just gonna cut it off across the bottom first. Then I'll measure between the 2 pins because that's how wide I want my ruffle to be. And mine measures about 2.5 inches, so I'll cut off 2 strips that are 2.5 inches wide. And I'll slit open the end of each strip because one strip is going to be the ruffle for the front and one for the back. Next, we take each strip and fold it in half the long way. And also fold the end of the t-shirt up about the same amount as half the strip width. Now we're going to make tiny snips along each edge. The distance between the snips on the ruffle should be twice the distance of the snips on the shirt. So I'm gonna make my snips 2 inches apart for the 2 ruffles all along the edge, and only 1 inch apart along the end of the t-shirt on the entire edge, front and back. So now we can put the 2 together to make the ruffle. Before you do that, you'll need to cut one more thin strip and cut the end and then pull it to make a piece of t-shirt yarn. So you're gonna lay one ruffle on top of the front of the shirt and put a big safety pin on the end of the t-shirt yarn. You can start from inside the side seam and come out both of the first holes. Then you go in and out each hole. Since the holes in the ruffle are farther apart, it will naturally gather the ruffle. I really like this technique, and I can attest that it is washable. I washed my other 2 shirts with ruffles done with this technique, and they came out perfectly. Once you get to the other side, you can just overlap the last hole of the front ruffle and the first hole of the back ruffle and keep going. Once you get to the end, tie a bow, and there you go. And there's a bonus because you can still pull the string and draw it in if you want. All right, so we are about to see the final result. I am super excited. If you guys are interested in sharing your own upcycles, I do have a private Facebook group as well as an upcycling class, and it just serves as a big accountability for you to actually get those projects done. We are doing whole looks, whole upcycle looks, and some people are doing whole upcycle collections. So hit that join button to learn more about that. And let's see, we're gonna start off with the white one. I wasn't sure how this was gonna turn out, but let's see how it turned out. digging this. And as a matter of fact, you might be saying like, oh, but those cuts are going to be so fragile and stuff like that. T-shirt can take, and even, I promise you, I have seen t-shirts cut that were this thin. So, and they were being sold in a boutique. Just for reference. But I love this. I'm so glad I kept the back part of the neck. Love it with these shorts. These are high waist shorts that I did, I think 2 summers ago. I do have a video. It is linked in the description box, so you could go check that out. It was just a pair of those high waist pants that you find a lot at the thrift store, and I turned them into tie paper bag shorts. So love them, and love them with this top. All right, so number 2 is the side asymmetrical cut one. Now, I am excited for you guys to see how this one turned out. So here it is in 3, 2, 1. Girl, I love this one. Now, the inspiration was a bit more casual, but I decided to throw it on with this skirt and elevate it a little bit. I love this. Love, 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 love this. Yes, it's a bit more skin than I normally show, but yes, I am loving this effect. And I actually, in a video a while ago, I self-declared myself someone who doesn't particularly look good in asymmetrical, but I think that this looked pretty good. Like, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, but I think this one was definitely working for me. So last up is the ringer tee with the ruffle that we added at the bottom. Let's see how it turned out. Absolutely love this one. It's like, it's nothing special, like elevated about it. I styled it very casually, but that's what I love about it. This is one of those things that's going to get a lot. And when I say a lot of wear in my wardrobe. Kind of like this one that I did. This was just a Adidas tee that I tie-dyed for my tie-dye video, or bleach tie-dye. But it's going to get a lot of wear. And you can wear it 2 ways. You can wear it 2 ways, yes. So definitely let me know which one is you guys' favorite in the comments below. I love all of them, but I'm sure you guys have a favorite. Let me know. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. And I have a ton of other videos for you to watch right here. Sewing, sewing machine reviews, all kind of stuff. So definitely check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.